Last night, my partner and I were laying in bed, and she said one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard in my entire life. I was talking to her about meditation and how when you're in a deep meditative trance, it really helps you understand death. It helps you understand what happens in the afterlife. Because at some point you reach this cellular level of pure nothingness. And as I laid there with my head on her chest and I felt a raindrop, a warm, salty raindrop of a tear hit my forehead, she started crying, sobbing, and she said to me, "Wow. Somehow we made it into these bodies, and somehow we made it to each other." It's so beautiful to have that level of perspective, that level of understanding of how many miracles, how many serendipitous moments, how many just unexpected, unrealistic situations had to happen for life to even exist. The first little cells, the first little creatures that just so happen to be born because we live on a rock that happens to be the right distance away from a star in order for things to slowly congregate over billions of years, and for water to all of a sudden be on a planet, for precipitation to happen, and for that to cause all the elements that we need to be alive. Then for that one little tiny creature to replicate into another creature, and for those creatures to turn into little fish, and for those to turn into reptiles, and for those to turn into all the things, just for life to even be here is just a complete miracle in itself. And then how did you get lucky enough? How did I get lucky enough? How did we get lucky enough to have our great-great-great-great-grandparents just so happen to move to a different country, to decide to go on a trek or a journey and meet each other? What if that never happened? And then your great-great-grandparents and your great-grandparents and your grandparents and your parents, how did they meet? What are the chances that they come into contact? But they did. And then they had you. You were just a little embryo. And then you became a little baby inside a womb. And you were born. Do you remember that first moment of consciousness? That first millisecond, those first few moments of being awake, feeling your senses for the first time, the burning sensation of light that you weren't used to, the smells, feeling the skin of your mother for the first time. Every single one of us touched our mothers for the first time. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. There's nothing else to say about it. It's a miracle. For the people that you care most about in your life, think about the parallel reality, the parallel universe, the other situation that could have happened if you would have crossed paths and decided to turn the other way, or to leave the house 10 minutes later, or to not go to that party, that coffee shop, that library, wherever it was that you connected with that person. What if that never happened? There's a parallel potential version of you that didn't do that. And maybe all the struggles we go through, maybe we think we wish we didn't have those struggles, but maybe your worst struggle didn't have a direct purpose. we can extract meaning out of every challenge and out of every trauma and out of every bad thing that happens. But maybe some of them just don't make sense. Maybe some of them you say, I just can't see what it is that I gain from that. But maybe we don't know it, but there's a cascading effect, a domino effect of all these different things that happen because of it. And because of it, you ended up, or haven't yet, but will end up on the right street corner and meet someone that really does catapult your life into complete bliss. I know that's what happened to me. And it's happened to me multiple times with different beautiful human beings and creatures that I've come across in my life. It's mind-blowing to me. That's why I've spent so much of my life afraid of death, because I'm in love. I'm fully and completely in love with life. It blows my mind. And I just want to hug all that created this. This is a true miracle. Perspective is the key. Go out there and play in this playground that we call life.